Women don't want to be traditional anymore, but they want a traditional man. Fellas, I repeat, if she's not traditional, don't fall for the scam. Roll the clip.
During the dating period, after like 4 or 5 months of dating, I just wondering at what point do you have to pay, did the woman have to pay when they go out? The guy is asking that there should be half and half at that point when you already...
At what point?
When you already been dating for 4 or 5 months.
How do you feel about 50-50? This is a really big question that I suggest men consider asking if they're the kind of guy looking for something long-term and also looking for a woman that's down to build with them.
Right.
Yeah.
Look, okay, to give you a quick answer on, firstly, I think we should just deal with the who should pay thing to begin with. When you're on a date, who should pay?
I know, that's what I told him, I'm sorry.
But-
I'm dating, we're dating.
But here's the...
Gentleman
Here, okay, he's supposed to pay.
Yeah, that's what I told him.
But you're supposed to have sex with him whenever he says.
No.
You see, that's why this doesn't work for me. Because if I'm paying for everything, when I want some, you gotta pop that thing open for a real one. And sure, I know there will be times of the month, and that I consider. We're cool with that, but if I'm paying for everything, when I say knock knock, don't say who's there. You know it's this long dick, hey. Because your job will be to cook, clean, take care of the kids, and your husband.
The royal penis is clean, Your Highness.
Yeah, that's the only way it works for me.
Whenever
Where does this double standard come from? I'm sorry, it's the reality. You guys can moan at it all you want, but the moment you say to a guy, you have to fucking pay for my time, you're saying this relationship isn't equal.
Right, and I don't support paying for bedroom fun, but most men who do, well, they argue that today's woman doesn't want to cook, clean, and some of them don't even want to have kids. They just want to be pretty and call themselves the table.
Come on, get the fuck out of here and stop wasting my time.
So men who think like that, they rather just pay and keep it moving. And side note, for the ladies, if the only value you bring is your beauty, but you have a bad attitude and you think you're the cream of the crop, well, when you get older and lose beauty, that value, you'll most likely lose that man.
Then you're gonna die alone.
Here's how I'd play it. The first 2 dates are on me, but on the 3rd date, I'd ask if she had cash for the tip. If she said, why do I have to pay for the tip? Don't take it personal. Now you know she expects a man to pay for everything.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
But say she just didn't have cash. When I hit her up, or she hits me up to see what I have planned for the week, I'd make a joke about her taking me out. And if she said, I don't take men out,
well, fuck you then, bitch.
Once again, I wouldn't make a big deal out of it. She just moved herself to the back of the line. Basically, she would become Plan Z. If no one else wanted to hang out, then we'd hang out. And she could never be my girl. But if you are a man that wants to pay for everything, that's cool. That's just not me. On the 3rd date, I gotta shit test her. And before the Dusties call me broke, have you checked out my finance channel? Cause I go over some of my investments in there. So anyways, yeah, I'm not broke. But I'm a 50-50 kind of guy. The kind of guy that wants an educated woman. I want the hot lawyer. Y'all can have the hot 7-Eleven worker.
This relationship isn't equal. My time is worth more than yours, so you should pay for it. I wonder what paradigm that sets up. Here's my view. If you go on a date with a guy and you don't offer to pay your share, you weren't taught right. If you go on a date and he doesn't pay, he wasn't taught right. I can tell you right now, if I was dating someone and they never offered to pay, I wouldn't be dating them. I can tell you that now. If they never offered to pay, I would not be dating them because I'd say, this is the most polite they're ever going to be. And they're not even trying to pay now.
so you don't make as much as me. That's cool. If New York's rent was $5,000 a month, I'll take your little $1,000 because it's the thought that counts.
What does that say about my future? But look, let me come at this from a different angle. I will always treat my partner how I would treat my best friend. And I wouldn't apply a different standard to my partner than my best friend. I wouldn't say to my best friend, let's always go out to dinner and you always pay. I'd say, let's be teammates here in whatever way we can. And maybe, by the way, proportionately, what you can do is less than what he can do. That's a different thing. If he says to you, I want to go stay at the top hotel in Big Sur this weekend, and it's $1,500 a night, and you say, I don't have the money. It's his job to say, it doesn't matter. I didn't do it so you could pay. I did it because I want to go and I want to take you. Great.
And no one wants to feel used.
That's what that is, right? Or if you both agree to go on holiday and you have a fifth of his earning potential, you say, I want to contribute to a fifth of this holiday. It's overly simplistic, but you get what I'm saying, right? I'll contribute on the level I can contribute. Let me tell you what means something to a guy. Trying. That means something to a guy. When he feels that you're not even trying to contribute, that's when he feels used. Because any guy who's really confident and self-respecting, if the woman never is even trying to contribute, he feels like he's being taken advantage of. And it has nothing to do with money. It has to do with the lack of gesture. So I would be looking at, if you like this guy, maybe if you're in different positions, figure out what you want to contribute proportionately or what you can contribute proportionately and treat him as you would your best friend.
Great conversation. I really think the worst feeling is to be used. And you don't have to be rich to get used. People use people, men and women. I have friends that I question, are they only hanging out with me because I'm the only one with a car? I dated a girl and I wondered, does she only like me because I dress nice? And she thinks because she doesn't dress as nice that I'm gonna buy something for her. Honestly, I don't know how some men do it. They get older and they date sugar babies that are only with them because of their money. The truth is, before I date a sugar baby, I'd rather die alone. That's just me. I'm out.
Rim low on my fitted, dreams has always been vivid. I'm just trying to go get it, catch me right around